What's up, gang? Crafty just checking in with you. A little obsessed with the game in Metaverse called Cornucopias. Check out my setup. It's like the old school DJ days back in the day when I had the. Well, there we go. One ear showing. Where am I pointing? Anyway, I want to hear what's going on, but I don't want to be completely submerged with both of the ears covered. Just a thing for me. But anyway. Reminds me of when I used to DJ back in the day and I was queuing up records, you know what I'm saying? Crap work in the house. Anyway, let's get to it. Just wanted to show you what's up. So I'm going to share my screen and check in with you guys. Oh, yeah, there it is. So this is the Cornucopias.io site. This is my account. I'm already logged in. And, there's tons of people throwing out YouTube videos now about the game. And you have some heavy hitters like Crypto Stash being in the mix as well. So plenty of videos talking about what's going on. And you're seeing some of them, like my man Scruffy, streaming some of the gameplay, as well as the Kopi Cafe and all those various leaks. So I'm just going to take a step back and get right to talking about the game. So let's do it. Let's go right into the game. And again, this is all just on the actual Cornucopias site. And by the way, like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff if you're digging the content. But looking at the bullets here, let's just go right through it. And I recommend going to this site and taking your time, clicking on all the various things that it gives you the option to see, to look at the trailers and stuff like that. I don't want to get it going because it just bogs down the computer. But just reviewing what Cornucopias is, check it out. And I love what they're doing with the intros lately, tweaking it. What it is, it's a sky-based open world that's set in the atmosphere above Earth's surface. And it becomes clear that the Earth's ability to support the human race is quickly dwindling, right? So what did they do? The scientists got together, created some domes and some zones, right? Each one having a theme, with different cultures and periods of time that we knew on Earth. I reminisce. All right, let's keep going, Crafty. Anyway, they create the new world of Cornucopias. And right now, it's just getting started. You know that I know that you can still buy land plots and they're not live yet. So it's coming around the corner. And speaking of land plots, I might have to just grab one at the end of this. Let's see. But back to the game, this is key. It's going to give you something every player, every type. You're going to figure out what you like to do, and you're going to go do it. And there's so much to explore, guys. And they're just going to continuously release updates and upgrades and give you access to new spots when they're ready. In the meantime, you have a whole gang of people, OGs and maybe more by this time, getting into the game, checking out the bugs, tweaking it and fixing it. So I'm excited, and pretty soon they're going to give you the release determined by the rarity of the land plot you happen to own. The higher up in the rarity of the plot, the quicker you're going to get the access to the game. Now, next tab is the exploration. And again, click it. So yeah, it's all basically, the game is in the Earth's atmosphere. That's where all the domes are. And you're going to have eventually a total of 12 zones. And they're all going to have their own theme and landscape. And right now we've got the 1, 2, 3 going. That's going to be the first of the 12 that's going to be released. But check this out. 8 by 8 kilometers. That's huge. That's the size of each one of these. And the other aspects of the game here, you can go right into the gallery tab and give you all those sweet little still graphics. They actually have a ton there. But yeah, this is what you need to do. You need to go around and see what's up, because there's a ton of secrets. Now, next thing, and we're still just going through the bullets of the gameplay, guys. I nerd out with this. The commerce. The resource gathering and trading. Hell yeah, let's do this. I'm going to spend a lot of time doing that. I'm going to spend a lot of time building and construction and upgrading with those resources. And oh man, it's just going to be so much fun doing it. Man, I'll spend another big chunk of time just fishing. I'll spend another chunk of time just mining, which is a part of the resource gathering. But I can see myself stuck in the mines for hours and waiting to get that special rock, which if you see in one of the clips recently, they had a nice little close-up of like 4 or 5 different types of resources in the rock that you can get. It's pretty dope. Questing and missions. A ton of people are going to be doing that. We all like doing those missions, and all the missions will give you, well, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of them are going to give you rewards. In-game currency, what's that? Kopi tokens, resources. Add to the mix. You're going to always want to collect these resources, and then maybe you get hooked up with a rare item. I can dig it. Say what? I can dig it. But yeah, you can have these simple tasks, delivering goods to somebody or somewhere, or more complex missions. So, and it would make sense that the more complex the mission, the better the rewards. Here's another thing I could spend all day doing, just farming. I like farming, yo. Gotta get that corn, son. Yeah. So, man, I'll be doing that. I don't have a lot. I have 4 or 5 different plots, and I definitely want to have a farm going. I want to have some crops as well as some animals, and check out how this breeding aspect goes. It's going to be really cool to see what they start as, what you can upgrade them to, what's going to be remaining as far as the in-game economy versus what you can upgrade into an actual permanent NFT. Stay tuned. I'm sure they're going to tell us more about it. So going down, you can also go to other domes. And I think they were talking about this a little while ago, that they're like universal access locations. So it's not necessarily in your dome or your plot or your area, but there'll be like the things you can discover in the public places, basically. And same deal, get them resources and try to find the rare ones, and we'll see what kind of artifacts they end up giving us. And then when you get them, you got to do the crafting and production. Yeah, no, I'm taking my time. It's just, I really do love the commerce of all kinds of different games. And it looks like they're going to be doing it right. And so I'm going to get sucked right into it. But back to, where are we on 6? Yeah. The crafting and production, you get those resources and you take them to various places so that you can basically combine these resources and turn them into items, right? So you're going to be doing some crafting. So get you some weapons, get you some armor, get you some tools. And, once you're stacked, you can always sell it to other players that need bits and pieces of their own. You know what I mean? So you're helping other people out. And if you have a guild, that's even better. And then the businesses. Oh, it's going to be fly. Just look at that. You can start your own business within the game, and it's like they have templates set up, or templates. I think it's both, okay. But do a shop for all the resources, goods, and items, and all that. Do a transport service, accommodation. What's that? You get to rent out a room or something. Maybe you own a spot where they can check the races out. I don't know. But then, if you go back to, like, say they're becoming a renter at your farm, you've upgraded it enough, so now you have a room and you can rent it out. They can also start doing some tasks around the farm, so then those players are going to be able to earn some in-game currency. So, and then you're earning the currency providing the services too. Next down is the domes. This is that's where I'm going to be having, like, the battles, Call of Duty style. You know what I'm saying, with that bunker going. And I have a dome, and so that's what I'm going to set mine up as. My buddy Beats is probably going to be doing the clubbing and dropping some of his music in his dome. I'm not sure what Shooty's doing with his, but I know he's got one too. Yeah, I shouted you out. Yeah, there's other SSG members kicking around, just saying. But those PvP events are going to be within the custom domes, and there's going to be a lot of different types of opportunities there for creation and invitation. So you can make it, an 18 plus, or say they have to have a certain NFT or whatever to get into that particular battle event you're doing. You can set it up. There's going to be a lot of different parameters that you can use. And the other thing is, standard Cornucopias is PG. It's family friendly. This may give you the opportunity to get a little more hardcore, to do a little more things. But again, you'll be able to do things like restrict the age entry or something like that. Or, if you already know that and you send them the invitation, you should be straight. All this is going to be ironed out when it's live. But let's go down into the racing league, because that's next. And I can just ramble all day long. But man, again, this racing league, it just reminds me of like Mario Kart. You have the 3 different levels, you have the different rides that you can choose from, and all of the rides have different types of handling and speed, acceleration, and some of them can deal with more damage. And, just the fact that the racing league, there's going to be, I think it's starting with 3 different tracks right at the start, and then there's going to be 2 more. So each racing league spot should have 5 tracks, and then you're going to be able to bounce all over the place. So I don't even know how many different leagues there are going to be, or different tracks available throughout CRL, Cornucopias Racing League. Yeah, you've seen me do some other videos about this. Check that out, and check out any of the clips that they have at the Cornucopias site or their YouTube. I'll have the links down below. You know how I do. But again, it does remind me of like the Mario Kart, and just listening to them guys talk about it, there's a lot that goes into it, a lot of details. Just like thinking of, okay, I want to race. I got my vehicle. This is the track I want to race on. Now I have to wait for other players, and now we have to figure out how good their speed is, right? Or their internet connection, or if there's enough people to join in there. And then is there going to be a limit to, all right, this is how many real players are there. Are they going to fill them out with, computer players? Just like back to Mario Kart. You got the 1 or 2 or 3 people playing, and they have everyone else as a computer playing against you. Something like that. But there's a lot of details and a lot of challenges to building that type of game, especially in Web3. So, I dropped some comments. I appreciate them taking the time to do it right, because they could have easily just made this live already, and then you're just a single player on the track, and you can race against people, but it's just your stats against theirs. You know what I mean? I'd much rather have that live action, so you can see your homies with you as you're driving. And again, it's going to be so cool to progress through the ranks and unlock new parts and upgrades for your vehicles, and then see what that does to the statistics as far as how well they ride and stuff. And, you got that competition going. And then looking at the progress notes in the game, I suspect there's going to be a couple more race car mints, because it looks like their progress is basically almost finished. And then bouncing back to what I was talking about, I kind of got ahead of myself with the old arenas, but yeah, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you know, COD style, right? I could see just getting sucked into this. And yeah. And then just seeing what kind of upgrades I can end up doing after we've had this live for a bit. Yo. So yeah, it was just about the game. And then, like I said before, you can bounce on the tab there and you can see all these other options and where you can go to. I recommend you do that. I recommend you set up an account if you haven't yet. You can see I got it done. Wallet's connected, avatars uploaded, got the security, got the Discord, got the email confirmation, got the username. Crafty's in the house. Let's go. Soon, very soon. So, loving it, guys. I know the shirt says chill, but yeah, I'm getting all obsessed with this game. That's my mood. Double Snoop. So, yeah, let's finish this up. And I think I'm going to share my screen again. And you know what? Let's freaking turn this music off. We don't need it. Get out of here. All right. Let's go back to the JPEG store. And I need to buy some land. And I think I'm going to do it. I have a little bit of ADA scraped. So I'm going to use it. Yeah, that's right. And this is what I'm going to use it on. Why is that? Because I want to get access soon, son. Now, let's take a look. So I'm looking to buy this small land plot. I like the number 2828. You can see what the cost is, 838 ADA, which is $207. And I want to get this. So I have access sooner rather than later. And like I said, when they're ready, they're doing the OGs. And I think the next thing they're going to do is release the access to the mythic plot holders. And then after the mythics, you should go legendary. So let's do it. I'm assuming that completes, and we will just wrap it up. You guys have a great day, evening, afternoon, wherever you happen to be. Crafty's on the East Coast. It's about 6:30 p.m. We're going to wrap it up. And I appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's see if this records. Until the next time, Crafty's out.